Welcome to Fighting Favorites, the podcast that feels like when someone tries to fact check you and looks something up and they find out that they were wrong.
Oh, that is the best one yet. That is the best one yet.
So good.
The imaginary fight person, that tracks.
I like to laugh when I'm not supposed to. I think a sunset's best with a pink hue. I love to dance and I like fondue. But my favorite thing in the world is talking with you.
Someone's like, no,
They're
you're
like,
wrong
yeah.
about
I
this.
love
And then
that.
they go
And you're
into
like,
Google.
literally like, look it up.
It's just like a minute of silence and then their face gets scrunched up.
And they're trying to find some way they can still be right. Like, well, this site probably doesn't have all the information.
And you're just like, I'll take my apology anytime.
Yep. I love that.
What a great feeling. And what a great new week and new episode of Fighting
a new
Favorites.
feel. Yeah.
Because back with us, we have the one and only Emmaline Hogan.
Emmaline.
I'm so happy to be back. It's been too long.
It's
Way too long.
way too
It
long.
has.
And the roles are a little
Almost a decade.
reversed in this episode where Emmaline's going to be stepping up to the judge's stand. If you'd put on your judge's robes, please.
Your judges,
Yeah.
We
cute
will
pink cap.
swear you in. And yeah, it's just so great to be here. Also joining us, we have Nate and Stacy, but they're a staple at this point.
That's true.
Unless
Yeah,
one of
we're
them,
Can't get
old
rid of
news.
us, can you?
unless someone does something that really makes me mad, they're here to stay. So
As we've been saying, Emmaline is auditioning to replace us.
yes,
So,
Yes.
congratulations,
not,
Emmaline.
not me,
Yeah.
but one of you two.
No, Adam, you're up for a replacement as well.
No. I have all the passwords. You guys can't boot me. So,
We'll see.
I'm
I'm pretty sure he
Yeah.
shared them in the Google Docs.
I did at one point. Yeah, I did.
Yeah.
But
He's gonna go lock it down after.
completely ignored. Oh boy. It's so great to have you guys here. Fighting Favorites is the name of this podcast. Here we take 16 of our favorite things and we face them off in a tournament style bracket to the death
Oh,
to see. Yeah.
I didn't know our
each-
favorite things have been
Mhm.
dying this whole
They've
time.
been dying this whole time. We're actually eliminating good things from the world. It's
Yes.
it's
Perfect.
not a positivity and gratitude podcast. It's actually
I was
it's actually
wondering
where
why
they
my
come to-
world was getting darker.
It's actually death row for all of our favorite things. So
Wow.
on that
great way
note,
to
want to
start.
continue
Yeah.
then.
on that note, here are 15 things that are about to die and one thing that will rise above them all. All right.
Oh my god.
First up, we have when goofing off with friends turns into making up a game based on something stupid you're doing. If everyone's sitting around talking and, I don't know, there's something that you guys are all trying to hit with random objects in the room, where you're just
Ooh,
having
okay,
a
yeah.
conversation and then all of a sudden like a game strikes up out of nowhere that you weren't paying attention to at
Uh-huh.
first. And then all
Quickly
of
it
a
just
sudden you're
becomes, I
like,
bet you can do this, or I
Yeah,
bet you can't.
yeah.
Gotcha.
and then it's going to be up against skipping rocks. I love skipping
Ooh.
rocks.
Yeah, that's
Nice and simple.
I love rock skipping.
Yeah.
It's apparently throwing a lot of things.
the first one required an essay. The second one,
Yeah.
2 words.
Required 2 words.
I have a core memory of I used to think it was only possible to get like 2 rock skips. And then one day I saw my cousin take a rock and he got one of those skips that was like, and it just like skipped across the water like 1,000 times. And my mind was blown. And I worked up to get to that point to where I
Wow.
can skip rocks real good.
Okay.
Time to vote.
Those are your 2
Well, let's
choices.
vote. Yeah.
3,
3.
2, 1. Skipping
Improv
rock.
rock skipping.
game. You guys!
Oh,
Emmaline!
no. So,
Emmaline, I was just like, all right, as the
So
now
it looks like
lone
I'm
dude here.
leaving the
So-
podcast.
Stacy.
Because I don't make up games, though. I don't do that.
I don't either, but I can only imagine.
I literally 2 years ago, almost exactly at the time of recording, I went to northern Idaho with a buddy of mine, and we hiked down to the lake. And I kid you not, after we jumped in the lake, set up our tents and everything, we probably spent almost 2 hours skipping rocks trying to hit a buoy out there.
That sounds like both. It sounds like an impromptu game and
oh my gosh, that literally
is. Nate's combining things without even trying now.
That's just what I do.
Second nature to him.
Wow. Okay.
Trying to combine joys here. That's so funny.
It's weird.
Yeah.
Which part was more joy? The impromptu part of the game?
Now Stacey's trying to get Nate to turn on Emma.
Trying to hit the buoy? Or was it the actual skipping the rock?
Ooh, we got real pumped when it did kind of change into trying to hit the buoy. Not gonna lie.
So this is interesting.
Which side are you going
we started just with the skipping of rocks, and then it kind of evolved. So,
but the more fun part was the impromptu game that ensued.
I'm not gonna change. Sorry, Stace.
Fine, I'm just saying.
You're
right.
Saying.
Again, speaks to how tough that was of a battle within my soul.
Yeah, it doesn't sound like it was.
We've never talked about how sometimes votes can change. I don't think we've ever had a flip-flop.
We haven't,
ever.
But we should have.
Stacey's persuasive.
Yeah.
She is, yes.
Yeah.
Okay. Moving on. Fixing something that's broken that's been bothering you for a long time versus a pickup game of a sport where people give it their best effort, but nobody gets angry.
Oh.
So just a good old clean, fun pickup game where everyone's trying really hard, but like nobody's like whining about technicalities and stuff.
Such wholesome activities here.
And then fixing something that's been broken for a long time that's like, oh my gosh, I hate the way this door closes or something like that. And then you're just like, I'm just going to, screw this in a little bit better. And then.
But is that like a favor or like an irritant at this point?
No, it's like, it's such a good feeling to be like, oh, finally that thing that's been bothering me every single day is just gone,
That's true.
I think I'm locked in.
Ready.
Yeah. 3, 2, 1.
Fixing the
something.
Thing. Yeah.
Oh, look at you guys.
All three of us. What was the thing you fixed recently that you just couldn't take anymore?
The store.
Really?
Show us.
Wow. Ooh.
Like butter.
That was
as smooth as could be.
It didn't used to slide. Yeah.
But now it does.
Right.
And now it does.
Proud of you.
That's amazing.
Yeah, there we go. Okay. Great job, you guys.
We're
Way to be unanimous.
We're birds of a feather on that one.
This is what you should really be advocating for is all unity of the three.
Yes.
Against me.
Oh,
okay.
That's happening just behind the scenes, Adam.
Yeah.
That's happening on the group text that you guys have already formed upon meeting each other. Okay.
Last week. We've been texting all week without you. Sorry.
Yes.
Okay. Ooh, this might be specific to me.
Okay.
When you do an impression of someone and people think you nailed it.
Okay.
Versus when you are sure you're absolutely alone and you can dance with no inhibitions.
Oh. Okay, I'm ready.
Ready.
3, 2, 1.
Dancing
alone.
Okay.
Look, 2 in a row.
I also didn't remember the first one, but
it's doing an impression of somebody, and people are like, "Oh my gosh,
I do love that.
That's so good."
Clearly made an impact on you, Stacey.
Shut up, Nate.
I don't do like celebrity impression. It's like impressions of
people
like your boss or something, where you're just like, this is them, and you like do the hand gestures or whatever they do.
Yeah.
And people are like, oh my gosh, that's them,
Yeah.
So
I love that.
That is
one of my favorites.
That's sweet.
But it's gone now.
It is.
Wait,
yeah.
so Adam, have you you haven't done an impression of Emmaline when she wasn't present, was she?
Of course not.
Okay. Because
I don't even know what my impression would be.
Yeah. It would just be a very bubbly, excited person, I think, is what it would be.
So Christmas, blah, 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 blah,
Christmas,
blah,
blah, blah, blah, blah, blah.
Guys.
Oh my gosh.
And Halloween.
Ooh,
blah, 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 blah. Ooh, Twilight. Yes.
Okay.
Wow, that was so
that
good.
would be
Adam.
my Emmaline impression. Is it would start with okay.
Love
Okay.
that.
Okay. Getting a new wardrobe after getting in shape versus eggs with buttered sourdough toast.
Ooh.
Sourdough's my favorite.
New wardrobe or eggs with
I think
butter.
specifically
sourdough.
after getting into shape. So either like you're going up a size in muscle or you're coming down a size, slimming down, and you're just like, I need new clothes. And then the clothes fit right. But pretty much every morning I eat eggs with sourdough toast because I love it so much.
Yeah, I do love that too. Do you ever put avocado on it or no?
I mean, I have, but not always, no.
Not a staple.
Not a staple.
Hey, I'm ready. Sorry. Go on.
We're ready now. Stacy's ready.
It's not
Count us down, Stace.
3, 2, 1. New wardrobe.
Sourdough and eggs.
You guys suck.
Yeah.
Oh, no. It's kind of hard to... it's
Emmaline, did you say sourdough?
New wardrobe?
I said sourdough. The thing is, though, is I actually was like trying to remember which word was going to come out of my head first, and sourdough slipped off faster.
So it was
I
just
do love a good wardrobe, though.
It was just your gut, man. Stacy, I would have been with you on that one.
I know you would have.
Man,
We used to shop together.
Yeah.
She's been utterly betrayed here.
Stacy's face.
It's a wardrobe.
But just picture like warm sourdough with like a little bit of butter and like
slightly toasted
easy egg.
One of my favorite meals.
Yeah.
Not over a new
we're talking
wardrobe.
scrambled eggs?
No, not
eggs?
scrambled.
No,
Over
easy.
easy
Yes.
always.
When you cut in front, it just
Yes.
Okay.
Emmaline.
Yes.
Yes.
Got it.
Over easy. That's the way to go.
Wow.
Moving on. Upgrading your hobby equipment. So buying new like stuff for whatever hobby.
I like that.
Two of your favorite activities.
You guys know.
Shopping and hobbies.
You guys know I love spending my money. And I feel like a lot of different hobbies, and it just is so fun to get like new equipment for whatever your hobby is that just like makes the hobby a little bit better or easier or more fun, or
you're ready to upgrade.
Versus escape rooms with a good theme. The one that comes to mind is there was one I did that was a bank heist, and I literally got to crawl through a vent in the ceiling, and it was the coolest thing in the world. Okay, and then when we opened the bank vault, there was a laser grid. Now, granted, we didn't get to didn't get to navigate ourselves through the laser grid, but it was still cool to open up the bank vault and see a laser grid. It still got me so excited. But
man,
that's
I need
cool.
to go to some better
cool.
escape rooms here. Better.
Yeah.
Better.
That's
Mine
like
have not been
Ocean's
that
12
good.
style.
yeah. Straight to 12.
Well, I didn't remember where it started. So, like I said, don't watch a movie.
You're also
11, not worth the watch. 12's where you go.
I don't remember
even
where
though
it
literally
started.
in 11 they go into a bank vault.
Okay, I said I didn't remember what number they started at.
Stacy's not a snacky media boy.
No.
That's right.
I'm a merch girl.
Okay,
Okay,
I'm ready.
There's the title for the last episode is
Merch girl.
Snacky media boys versus merch girls.
And they won't know which
They
one
won't,
Nate
yeah.
is. He's
'Cause
in
he's a
between.
It's true.
He's the tiebreaker.
Hey-o.
Okay. Upgrading hobby equipment versus escape rooms with a good theme. Should I count?
Ready.
3,
Yeah.
2, 1.
Upgrading equipment.
Okay.
Nice,
That's all of us.
guys. I've never been in an escape room.
Is that
Wait,
3
what
in a
did you
row?
say,
No,
Emmaline?
I didn't.
No.
She did. She said
Yeah,
upgrading.
upgrading hobby. I
Okay.
just said
I
hobby.
thought you said
equipment.
something different than the other two.
I said sourdough.
She's still like, this one also trumps
Emmeline's
that.
got a champion for this round, it sounds like.
Yeah.
Sourdough.
And homemade sourdough is better.
Oh, it's so good.
It's so good because you can get it more sour.
I love it. Sourdough,
Sourdough.
it's
Ugh.
one of my, I mean, obviously.
Wait,
Yeah.
It's one of my,
are you going to say it's one of your
it's
favorite
one of my
things?
favorite things. Yeah, no.
I think.
Sourdough bread, it just hits the spot. I will use it for anything except for PB&J, specifically a
See, I
breakfast
use it even for
PB&J.
PB&J.
Really? Is it good?
I will.
Or is it
Fine.
just like
I love sourdough so much
Okay.
it doesn't matter.
Yeah. I just wouldn't think that this.
I just have to have it
I wouldn't
toasted.
think
Yeah,
that the
toasted
sourdough
for
for
sure.
sure. Toasted.
I feel like
And I don't
we're-
toast my
I feel like
PB&J
this is
bread.
green eggs and ham. Like we're just like,
I'll
I will
have
take
it.
it toasted. I will take it.
I'll take it with peanut
On
butter.
a hill,
With a
I will
box.
take
In a box. On a train in the rain.
Jelly on my belly.
Going to an amateur theater production and being blown away by the talent. So when you go to something amateur and everyone's just like so good that you just have to be like, whoa, I was not expecting this.
Yeah. Okay. You actually have to go, whoa.
I have to be like, excuse me,
Whoa.
everybody? Whoa. Am I right? Am I right? Please continue with your
In
solo.
intermission, he stands up.
No, just during
He's like,
I say
whoa.
whoa.
during the high note. I just, hey guys, whoa, right?
Whoa.
Versus when you're confident, your breath is fresh and minty. So when you're just like, oh, I know my breath
Oh.
is good right now. When you don't have to wonder about it.
Okay. Ready? 3, 2, 1. Amateur theater.
Whoa.
Wait.
Stacy!
Who is
Yay!
You and me.
who is
I just wanted to
Emmaline,
say,
did you do
Yeah, I'm the one that said the mint one. Just
so
because.
the theater production won.
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yes,
wow.
it
I did
did.
not
Yeah.
expect that. I had
Stacy, as she just said, she just wanted to say,
I had copied Minty Bread because I was like, for sure this one's going forward.
I don't get to go
It's
to
'cause you
many
only
theater
needed to listen
to
me.
productions, But
Wow.
Here's the thing. Minty, I mean, I will not disparage having
No.
good minty breath, but it's more of just like kind of actually, Emmaline, you kind of mentioned is just like removing an irritant at that point is just like, oh, I can't stand the possibility of my breath not being, good. And so it's just like I brush my teeth or mouthwash just to not think about it anymore. I don't get a huge amount of satisfaction, at least me personally.
I am a chronic gum chewer, so I'm
me too.
Me
I'm
too.
constantly chewing gum because
Mm.
I'm so afraid of like I hate it when someone else has bad breath,
Me too.
and so I just don't want to be that guy, So
Or
I'm
when their
'Cause then
armpits
you know they're
smell
thinking
so
that.
strong that it's smelling up the room.
sure.
It's just we're
jumping
going
right
with
to
the
that.
smell. Like
No,
it's
it's
like,
true.
oh my gosh! Like, do not lift your arm up.
Well, and it's just nice when it's something you don't have to worry about.
Yes.
Me and Emmaline used to work at the plasma center, and there was a big BO problem because you would be in an enclosed booth with somebody, and generally the plasma center opened so early in the morning that a lot of people would just roll out of bed
Forget
and come right
to-
in.
yeah.
They wouldn't
Oh,
brush
without
their
shower.
teeth. They
Oh, I
wouldn't
bet.
put deodorant on.
They're just like,
Dang.
oh, I'm just going to the
Yikes.
plasma center, so it doesn't matter. And then
Right.
you are in an enclosed booth with them
Yes.
where
and you're having them open their mouth to take their temperature.
Ugh,
So you're like,
they're
like
so rank.
right
Yeah.
in their
Oh,
mouth.
And it's just
gross.
It's literally like an animated green cloud comes
Yeah.
Yes, 100%.
They literally
That's
would
bad.
send people home for being too stinky sometimes.
Mhm.
No
yeah.
way.
Right?
Mhm.
Wow.
Oh, yeah.
It was just the medical staff that would have to do it. So we got to
They'd
like
pull them into like a
hand
closed
their
room
chart
and tell
off
them.
and be like, hey, go tell this person that they need to take a shower before they can donate.
Like they have a
plasma."
hygiene issue.
Yeah. And so they would
Wow.
have to pull them into the booth and be like, hey, you don't.
You gotta
You're-
get yourself cleaned up.
Yeah.
Whoa! I did
Isn't that-
not know that.
Usually, though, it was
terrible?
never for bad breath. It was usually like
It
a
was just,
really
like,
bad
yeah.
like aroma. Like I don't
Okay.
remember if it was when I was working with you, Adam, but there was a guy that worked in the septic system and like waste.
Oh
And
my
he
gosh.
smelled
I think so.
so bad coming in.
I think so.
That I would like they always constantly had to talk to him just to be like, hey, you need to bathe before you like after work before you come
Wow.
in because you've been
Yeah.
working with waste all day.
Yeah,
was
there were
so
some
bad.
people that I think they
Gross.
might. It was either that or they like
Ugh.
worked on like a dairy farm or something where
Oh, okay.
they would come in and you'd just be like, oh my gosh,
Yeah.
like this is awful.
That's gross.
But yeah,
So yeah,
this
body
is a huge
odor
tangent.
and
yeah.
food.
I know, but still.
So breath, yes.
Wait, so
This-
yeah, what did
what
we
I don't
choose?
even
One.
remember what we
You
voted on.
You guys
Whoa.
went with the
vote-
I think with the theater production.
Whoa on the amateur theater production.
Yeah.
Whoa.
Um,
Whoa, guys, whoa.
This
It's like
one,
the ooh weather.
This one is actually kind of funny because I wrote this like 3 months ago. So, but it's very apropos. I always say that word and I'm like, I said that wrong. It's very appropriate for right now, which is appropriate. Yeah, no, what is the word? Apropos?
I don't know.
Apropos.
I don't use that word.
Apropos. Anyway. I'm gonna cut all the apropos stuff out because I'm
you
obviously
definitely leave it in
right.
there.
Yeah, probably. Okay, getting really into the Summer Olympics. It was something I wrote like 3 months ago, and it just happened to be this week.
The Olympics,
which means nothing to the listener because they're going to be hearing this like a month and a half from now. But getting into the Summer Olympics, one of my favorite things. Versus, and I put these two together on purpose, getting really into the World Cup.
Ooh.
So I really like watching the World Cup too. I think just anything where it's like, it's your country versus the world.
International.
Even soccer where we're not, at least the men's soccer team is not like very great.
Yeah.
It's still so exciting for me to watch and see. So,
do you still root for Brazil?
Oh yeah, dude. Because, well, I will, if it ever came down to USA versus Brazil, I would vote for the USA. But I don't ever have to really worry about that because
they're getting
the
eliminated.
USA gets knocked out within, or they don't qualify sometimes. I guess.
Bad. But you know what team does do really well is the U.S. women's team.
Yes, they do.
And so I do love watching them. I guess we should vote.
We should vote
before we
ready.
Olympics versus the World Cup. Yeah.
Okay. 3, 2, 1. Olympics.
Okay.
Yeah,
that's fair. There's a lot more
diverse.
Yeah, there's a lot more to go off of. I was in Brazil during the 2000 whatever it was 14 World Cup.
No way.
When it was in Brazil.
Oh, that's way cool.
Wasn't it? Yeah, it was in Rio, right?
Crazy. Well, I mean, it was all over. They had a bunch of different stadiums that people
very cool.
Where was it this year?
2022. Is that when the World Cup was? Oh, no, it was in Qatar or Qatar.
Oh, that's right. Yes.
Qatar.
Yeah, I took a Middle East class, and that's actually how it's pronounced. Yeah, and that suck.
So is that airline called Qatar Airways?
I believe so.
It's kind of like, so sometimes like things are pronounced a certain way in a certain country, and then people are like, oh no, it's actually pronounced like this. But I think it's okay to just have your country pronounce something different. I don't know. It just seems fine to me if not everything is being pronounced
like Brazil. That's not how they say Brazil.
No, right. And like they call the United States something completely different, and you know, like it doesn't make sense to me to be like, oh, that's actually not how it's pronounced. It's like, well, it's how us Americans pronounce it, and so that's how. But.
Hawaii is also not Hawaii.
Yeah,
because the W's are V's.
Right, but that is in the U.S., I guess. So I don't know.
Yeah.
But there,
I had saying wrong things all the time.
Well, I had a geometry teacher that was very adamant that the Pythagorean theorem was called the Pythagorean theorem.
Okay, wow.
Because that's how they would pronounce it in Greece.
Whoa.
And I was always just like, yeah, but if you call someone
Pythagorean,
Pythagoras or whatever, however you would say that, nobody would know who you were talking about.
Right.
No.
That's true.
Yeah. So, I mean, I don't know.
Because as teenagers, we all just love saying Pythagorean.
Yeah. Pythagorean theorem.
Pythagorean theorem.
Anyway.
Did we vote on something?
Yeah, the Olympics.
Summer Olympics.
Right. Oh, yes.
We're so lost in this.
I know. We are getting really into it.
Yeah.
It speaks to how great of friends we all are.
Yes.
True.
Yeah. As well as just how great the Olympics is.
Okay.
We were on soccer.
I know.
This is the last one of the round.
Okay.
We got Fresh Peaches versus amazing fight choreography in a movie or show. So just when like there's a fight scene and it's just boom, 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 and everything is just really cool.
Yeah.
I really like your
sound effects?
additional descriptions.
I know they're funny because they're just so exactly okay. Like you're saying
here's the thing:
like a few more words.
Anytime I say anything that's like a little bit off of the norm, this is the face I'm getting from Stacy. Is just like,
well, I have to vote either way.
I have to explain myself because Stacy's constantly looking at me like, what on earth are you talking about?
No, I just love it because of how into it you are. Yeah, makes me smile.
Well, and they're like complete opposite things, like way different.
Yeah, I don't know. Nate, can you combine these things?
Yeah, Peaches.
Kung Fu Panda. He's cutting up
the fruit. She did it. She did it.
All more reason for Emmaline to take my spot here.
Oh my gosh, Emmaline, welcome to the podcast.
Yes,
Nate, we'll see you later. Bye.
You need
that was my one unique gift, and now
that was the one thing you brought to this podcast, and she just dunked on you straight up. She's in like, the post.
Look, this is easy. Oh man.
Okay, let's vote.
Okay, so it's a fight scene or
Peaches.
What? Peaches?
I get my peaches out in Georgia.
Nah.
Fresh peaches versus amazing fight.
3, 2, 1, fight scene.
Peaches.
You guys suck.
Stacy, I think I might have been with you there.
I think it was the extra description, Adam, that got me to vote.
There's a reason why we never knew each other in Rexburg, Stacy, is because we are opposite on everything.
You and Adam connected in your media boy stage. And I connected.
Yeah, Emmaline just wants to be a snacky media boy.
I would say Emmaline's more of a snacky media boy than she is a merch girl. You know?
That's what I said.
Yeah.
She's a snacky media boy.
Yeah.
No, Stacy's over here creating fight lingo, and I'm trying to just eat peaches. So that's the problem.
Peaches are not my favorite fruit. I used to hate them. I'm starting to like them now.
Ooh.
Fresh peaches with cottage cheese.
We just picked some fresh peaches. And
summertime peaches? Ugh.
The best.
Yeah, you can still flip your answer, Stacy, if you want.
Yeah, Stacy, would you like to come on to Team Peaches? Just say, okay.
No,
well.
but I'll let you know when I make the pie. I'll send a picture.
She's holding out strong at the end of round one.
I love fighting. That's why I'm on Fighting Favorites.
Will she come back in round 2 and really establish herself? We'll find out after the break.
We will. I get my peaches out in Georgia.
And welcome back. It's so good to be back with you guys.
We were gone so long.
Break. Yeah, no, it's what happens when you have so many great sponsors for the show. But you're gone for a long time, you know?
Love it.
Okay, we're starting up round 2. Are you guys ready?
Ready.
Yes.
Stacy, are you feeling strong about your decisions? Are you feeling
very strong about my
you're gonna
decisions.
Are you gonna stick to your principles, or are you gonna waver?
Do.
Okay.
No,
great.
Waver.
I don't want to see anything less.
I don't know. I feel like last episode you were willing to compromise.
I did. I looked at Adam's face and I was like, fine.
Don't do it. Not anymore.
I won't.
You knew.
Yeah.
First off, we have skipping rocks versus fixing something broken that's been bothering you for a long time.
What do you mean by skipping rocks, Adam?
I mean, trying to hit a buoy.
Ready.
Okay. 3, 2, 1.
Fixing
something.
Was that fixing
it
something?
Was.
Okay.
You like skipping rocks that much, Emily?
I don't think
I just hate fixing things. I would rather procrastinate it until like
somebody else
growing
does it?
over it.
What about when it like gets fixed though? What if it got fixed for you? Would that be a good
if somebody else fixes it, it's great. But like if it's up to me, it's just gonna stay there broken forever. Or I just buy a new one. I like
even if you have the ability
go
to
dead,
fix
you're
it
just
easily.
like, nope.
Yeah, pretty much. I'm like, well, I guess I'll never turn on my TV ever again.
Yeah, that's fair.
Okay,
or it's a nuisance. So by the time I do it, I'm like, oh, fine, it's fixed now. We're ready to go.
Yeah.
It does seem like I'm always like, why did that take me so long to do? Because it's like literally a 5-minute fix where I'm like, I could have been living like this for such a long time. But it's just it's a relief that I love.
Yeah. Mine's a procrastination problem where it's like cleaning the bathroom. All day I know I have to clean my bathroom, but guess what? I wait until it's 11 p.m. and I'm like, oh, fine, I'll do it now.
I know.
Okay,
I just want to call out that the sticky... the snacky media boys are going strong. I don't think I've lost a single round yet. So.
What?
Man. Feels good.
Okay, Stace.
Wow.
A, B. Got it.
Okay.
There's some baseball signaling going on right now.
Honestly, totally fine.
Yes.
Okay. When you are sure you are absolutely alone and you can dance with no inhibitions versus eggs with buttered sourdough toast.
Oh, shoot.
I'm locked in.
Me too.
Locked.
3, 2, 1.
Dancing.
This is a dancing crew out here.
I
This is the best thing.
The way that Emmaline responded to the sourdough, I was like, that's going to be her champion. I think
so too.
She was
sourdough.
But I'm a sucker for fun dancing, though.
Not good. Especially when you're by yourself.
Neither. No.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm
Adam's
a big
good.
like kitchen while I'm making dinner, crank some tunes and just dance.
Me too.
We had a very recent one that you might not have heard, but our listeners will have heard, is dancing goofily with friends at a wedding. Was like the one we just did. And that's one of the best feelings. It's just
I was gonna say that was actually what I was about to bring up.
It's like dancing when you're alone. I can just feel the music, and I just don't have to like worry about like being funny or like dancing well. I can just really
go
like
crazy,
feel it, and just do whatever I want to do. You know?
Yes.
It's the best.
It's great. It's
so
great.
Good.
Okay.
Especially like if little kids are around you.
I love that.
And they have no fear and they're just like doing it too. You know? Like I have a 1-year-old and she just like bounces up on her bum and I'm like, this is the best thing ever.
They're so cute.
Oh gosh. Okay.
Love that.
Next up, upgrading your hobby equipment versus going to an amateur theater production and being blown away by the talent.
Whoa.
Whoa. Guys?
Whoa. Okay, I'm ready.
Same.
3, 2, 1. Upgrading
hobby equipment. Ooh.
Oh no. Emmaline's getting left out. Oh no.
Oh no, Nate. I think you might be able to keep your job now.
Oh no.
As long as my snacky media boy is also on the podcast, I feel like I'll have
That's true. I love getting new equipment, and it always shocks me when someone's like super into something and they don't upgrade their equipment.
Yeah.
Like they're the people that like pay for travel, but they don't pay for nice things. And I've like experienced people that have had like their snowboard for like 20 years. I'm like, why? Like, I know you have enough money to buy a new snowboard and it would make your experience so much better. Why?
Right. I recently found out that I have ADHD, and I found out that it's a thing that with ADHD people, they get fixated on things very easily.
Doesn't sound like you.
I go through a lot of fixations.
Another drive-by comment.
That was a real insecure drive-by.
No, was it?
But like where I get into something so much that I'm like, this is my life now, and so I do that a lot. And I have a bit of a spending thing where I just love spending money.
Quite a combo here.
Yeah, and so. I like dive fully into stuff, and then I'm like, well, I gotta get good stuff for it, and so I just throw money at it. But love it. Okay. Last of the Elite Eight here.
Okay.
We've got getting really into the Summer Olympics versus fresh peaches.
Okay.
Oh.
3, 2, 1.
Olympics.
Olympics.
Very fair. Very fair.
I mean, As good as peaches are.
Yeah.
As good as
Can't
peaches
really
are.
compete
I almost
here.
said that one, but I have them every morning.
Really? Wow. Was
I actually-
a tougher battle for Emmaline.
I missed out on a
You-
lot of the Summer Olympics this year.
I did too. I was
But
really sad about
it's always very fun. I just feel like I had a lot more going on this time around. My brother came visiting. I really love just like buying that package that's like you can watch every single event and then just that's
Oh.
all I consume for like the 2 weeks.
I didn't even know they had
It's,
that option.
Yeah, it's a little
Peacock
spendier,
now.
but it's like Peacock had it.
Yeah, it
I
was
think,
Peacock,
this year.
but I didn't realize you could upgrade it so you could keep watching.
Yeah,
Like you could watch
I-
the recorded events. I don't like
Yeah.
how they did it this year. I think that's
Yeah.
why people watched it less.
yeah.
I actually
And they never showed any of the ceremonies either.
No.
Mm.
They actually had their highest viewership in a long time this year.
Well,
I stand corrected.
Yeah.
sourdough and egg
apparently
on
our
our
three.
face. Yeah,
Yeah. I
Um,
literally I didn't get Peacock this year, but I literally probably spent 30 minutes to an hour almost every night just catching
Yeah.
up on clips.
I was doing a lot
what?
of highlight watching.
Yeah.
But I just didn't really watch a ton of
Yeah, that's
events
what I did
front
too.
to back, which was sad.
I watched
for
the
me.
NBC, or I follow the Instagram, the Olympics page, and that's where I watched most of.
Oh, nice.
But it's so crazy because I'll get excited about sports that I'm like, I've never cared about the sport in my life. And then all of a sudden I'm just like, yes, do the back tuck, do it. And I'm just like, where I get so stoked about
break
things.
the world record.
I don't know anything about it. And all of a sudden I'm like, yeah, no, I did see a deduction there. Yeah.
Yeah.
Or you're like,
That
oh, that was
splash
trash.
was way too big.
yeah.
That
I
dive
just-
was trash, but I could
It's just
never
so
do that.
Fun. And I'll say it. Just being an American where we just,
I dominate.
it just feels so good,
True.
We have so many things where we can get more excited about it. It's just
That's
fun.
true. Yeah.
I don't know.
It's true.
Okay. Fixing something broken that's been bothering you for a long time versus when you're sure you're absolutely alone and you can dance with no inhibitions.
Oh. Okay.
3, 2, 1.
Dancing.
Dancing alone.
Oh, man. We're going to have another dance winner here.
We might.
Ooh.
Well, I think
Maybe.
there's two in here that all three of us have agreed on. So I bet you those
Yeah.
go up to the very
That's
end.
true.
Yes.
True.
Yes.
Unless if one of us decides to change our mind.
Yeah, there might be a dissenting vote here. We don't know. Okay. And last for the semifinals, upgrading your hobby equipment versus getting really into the Summer Olympics.
Oh.
Mm.
Wow.
Owen Wilson, wow.
Oh, wow.
Wow.
Hey, that was a
Wow.
really good impression.
Hey, thanks, Emmaline.
Is he your boss? Do you know him?
Okay. Ready?
Wait. Upgrading equipment or
Yes,
Upgrading
for
hobby
the Summer
equipment
Olympics.
or the
Yeah.
Summer
Oh,
Olympics.
fetch. That's tough.
3, 2, 1.
Olympics.
Upgrade.
Summer
Upgrading.
Olympics.
Mm.
Oh, man. Woo, I literally thought I was going to lose on that one.
I actually thought,
Boy.
She would
Stacey, you were going to
have.
go to the Olympics.
What? Dang it.
No. I know. I thought you were definitely going to do that one.
Well, Stacy
Yeah,
also
no.
has a lot of like fun hobbies too
I
that she
do.
likes to do. That
She's got
And
all
I like nice
involve
things.
equipment. Yeah, and
Yeah.
she likes nice things.
specifically music and fashion, right? Those
Yeah,
are
well,
No,
Stacy's
and
surfing,
fitness.
Yeah, and fitness. Yeah,
MFF here.
yeah.
Stacy also, I think, likes shopping probably as much as I like it.
I do.
Where we,
Mm.
I
we
think
just
so too. And we
yeah.
like nice things. Like we shop
like nice
for
things.
good
We love
quality
nice
stuff.
things. So
Yeah.
okay, here we are in the finals,
It's
everybody.
an image
Oh.
thing. For us.
Can you believe we've made it this far?
No.
All the
Yeah.
ups and
Hardly.
downs.
Believe it.
Wait, were there downs?
Yeah.
There were tangents. There were a lot.
Tangents? Yes.
All right.
Mhm.
When you are sure you're absolutely alone and you can dance with no inhibitions versus
Summer Olympics.
getting really into the
No.
Summer Olympics.
Oh man.
Hey, did you guys see the break dancing for Australia? I'm
Yes.
pretty sure
I-
that's
There's
like
no way you
dancing like you're
couldn't.
alone.
It's
That's true.
there's the combo. She got it back. You're back in,
Damn,
Emmaline.
we're back in.
You're back in.
She scored
Hanging.
0 on that, I heard.
I'm sure I probably would have done that
I've
too.
come around on it
Okay.
to where I now feel very sad about it. Where
Yeah,
I'm just like,
I'm like,
everyone's being
God
so
bless her
mean
soul.
to her. Yeah, because it's
Why'd
just
she
like,
do it though? Has she come out with a statement?
why'd
Like,
she?
she-
Why'd she
Dance
go to the
like
Olympics
that.
for
Stacey, she just in
No.
her DMs is like, "Why'd you do
I just
that?"
No, I just
think-
wonder if she came out with a statement that was like, "Sorry," like.
Hey,
No,
my son-
I
How
don't
did she
think so.
qualify to go in then? At some point
I
in time,
actually-
there had to be a qualifier.
I actually
It was.
watched the qualification round, and it was very funny because it says Ray Gun, because that's her like dance
Tagline
name
or-
is
yeah,
Ray
name.
Gun.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
It says
Rachel
Ray Gun's
Gunn or something like that.
qualifiers for the Australian team for breakdancing, and it's got this girl that starts dancing, and I was like, "Whoa, she's actually really good. This is so weird." And then she stops dancing, and the other girl comes up and starts spinning around on the floor, and you're like, "Oh, that's her," because when the video starts out, you think that it's that girl. Is the first dancer, but that was the girl she was up against. And
so then how did she
But how'd
qualify
she
over the other girl
qualify?
then?
honestly,
I mean, I think it
I
could have
don't
just
know.
been. I mean, with each of the nations, and it was the first event.
yeah,
You never know.
I don't know.
All I gotta say,
But I'm just wondering, nobody's found a statement from her that was like,
I don't think so.
well, and a
think-
lot of break dancers like were coming to her defense.
Yeah.
Like,
"Oh, they
you have
were."
to do it on the spot. Like, it's
Yeah.
Oh, I heard
improvisational,
that. Yeah.
and it's
Yeah.
it's internationally televised. Who knows? Who knows?
Yeah.
It's just gotten to a point where it's now like really sad.
I know.
Yeah,
Everybody's like,
I will
you know,
say
dunking
that-
on.
The
Like-
girl who got gold, though, if you guys haven't seen the gold medal match of the breaking, it is incredible.
Was it Japan that won that one?
Yes.
Yeah,
Yeah.
How can
she
you
was,
rewatch those? Are they on YouTube?
Yeah.
I'm sure they're
Mhm.
somewhere.
And
Everything's
same thing,
on.
same thing with the guys as well.
Instagram,
Like,
TikTok.
both of the gold medal matches were.
I saw the guys.
phenomenal.
Yeah.
Hey, we have
Yeah.
to vote. Or did we
yeah,
vote?
we do.
Olympics or
Right.
upgrading.
We're
right?
our
Or nope,
tangent
not
goes
upgrading.
so hard.
Dancing
Dancing.
with no inhibitions because you're alone
Oh gosh.
versus the Summer Olympics.
Gosh, this is so hard.
Yeah, now that you combine those, Emmaline, it's hard to separate the two.
I know.
I
don't know which one I want.
Gosh.
Okay,
Okay, I'm just gonna
3,
pick one.
2, 1.
Dancing.
Dancing.
Oh man, we got
Yes,
another
we did it,
dance
guys.
team.
Three.
Oh
we got
my
another
gosh,
dancing
that
group
one
here.
Took the cake here.
It did.
Yeah,
did.
look at that, you guys. You guys all
Dancing
came together in
all
the
along.
end.
did.
Oh, I love it so much.
Dancing
How
on
do
your
you
own. Yeah,
feel?
I used
It
to
is
do
so
that
fun.
Love it.
when I would have the house to myself, and I knew like
Mm.
everyone was out of town. It's when I would just,
Yes.
I would just go for it, you know.
Yes.
I'm
just
not
feels
gonna
so
lie.
good.
I love singing when there's no one around
Oh,
more
that's
than
good, too.
dancing.
Yes.
You should
Because
100%.
you can sing so
Yeah.
loud.
Yeah,
Did I tell you
That's
guys how my
actually
watch
better.
was like alerted me because I was singing so
Oh,
loud?
the
you were in a loud
Loud-
environment.
It said loud environment. I was cleaning at the A-frame and it
shouting
literally
at the
was
top of your
like
lungs.
I was
Yeah.
singing Celine Dion. It was so loud and it was like loud environment. I was like, it's me. It's fine.
I'm the problem.
And your watch was like, but
yeah.
beautiful.
What? Encore.
But
Wow.
please continue.
It's like, you
Incredible.
go, girl.
Actually, a lot of people came and were
Oh,
talking
that's
to me about
funny.
that. On our first episode, we had singing in the car with friends. And a lot of
Yeah.
people were like, no, singing in the
Oh,
car
by
alone.
myself.
Yeah,
Yes.
that's,
Oh.
they were
Way
like, that
better.
with friends is not fun, but by
That's
yourself
true.
is fun.
I always hold back.
I do like
Different
I
joys.
like, yeah, they're different joys, I think.
They are, yeah.
But I do like singing with friends a little bit better.
Would
But-
you guys say,
Yeah.
like, in your car time alone, how often
Yeah.
are you singing by yourself?
all the time.
Yeah.
I-
But when you look at the people next to you, nobody else is singing. What are they
Yeah.
doing in their car?
I don't know.
Here's the
Listening to-
thing.
It's true.
You know what's funny? I just realized this about
Podcasts?
myself is I would enjoy actually singing with friends more than by myself because when I'm by myself, I get into my own head and I like start to try to like sing well by myself and like compare it to what I'm listening to.
I'm
rather
literally
than just
the opposite.
Yeah, which is what you would think
totally
a
the
normal person would
opposite.
do.
Yes.
And when you're by
Interesting.
yourself, it doesn't matter if you don't know the words.
Exactly.
You're like,
But that's the
and then
funny
you get
thing
to
is like
part
when
you
I'm
know.
around
Yeah.
friends, I feel like I can be more goofy for some reason. But
Yeah.
that's not the case with dancing. I feel like I can go crazy with dancing.
Huh.
Interesting.
That's interesting.
Wow.
Yeah.
Mm.
I don't know.
I don't have great dance moves, so I prefer to be alone.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I need to be
Prefer
alone with dancing.
Yeah, yes.
I think both of them I prefer with people, honestly. Like
Yeah.
if we were putting dancing goofily with friends at a wedding versus dancing by myself, I think I would
That's
pick
fair.
dancing with
Ooh.
friends at a wedding. If we were doing singing
Yeah.
in the car alone versus people, I would do it with people. I just think it's so much more fun with people.
That's
Mm.
interesting.
Just
You make a good
you know?
point.
The dancing I might not, but
Yeah, do with
only
people.
because and I think we talked about this. Is just like the situation has to be so perfect with like the right people, the right
That's true.
music, and the vibes have to be set for
Yeah,
everybody to
that's
feel
true.
comfortable.
Mhm.
But when it does hit, like just literally at the wedding reception I was at, that was the case. Like the right people, the right music. Oh, so fun.
Mm.
Oh wow.
Wow.
Emmaline, thank you so much for guesting with us.
Yes.
It was great to have you back this week.
We
Thanks,
didn't.
I missed
we
it.
didn't
Yeah.
we didn't do this last week. I forgot. But if anyone would like to follow you, or there's anything you would like to plug, would you like to do that right now? I will
we
say, go listen
What?
to Wireless Millennial,
Yeah.
Emmeline's podcast
maybe
about
one day I'll get brave enough to do what Adam does.
travel and
Crazy
whatever
people.
else is on your mind. Yeah, it's actually very fun and very listenable. And she's got like 25 episodes out, which is more than us currently.
Mhm.
It's actually I've listened to the whole thing and I love it. It's
Aw.
great.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Well, maybe
Um,
you'll be my inspiration to pick it back up again.
Oh, that'd be great, honestly. Because I listened through the whole podcast
Yeah.
and now it cycles back. It cycled back to the beginning at some point. And so every time I'm done with my current episodes of podcasts, it starts playing your episode again.
That's probably
So-
why it always says one person listened. One person listened. I'm like, who's listening
It
to
actually
this?
probably is me. Yeah, it probably
That's
is
funny.
me.
I love that.
But yeah, anything else you would like to plug?
No, just Wireless Millennial. Yeah.
Okay, cool. Go
So
listen.
fun.
Most of my other stuff is actually really private, but yeah, that's the only thing I have that's public.
Well, go listen to Wireless Millennial
Yeah.
and follow our stuff. And yeah, it's been great having you here.
I sure
Thank you
true
guys.
joy.
So fun.
Yes.
Thank you. Thank
So
you.
glad
Thank
to
you.
have you here,
It-
Emmaline.
It's so great to have you here talking about all my favorite things. But you know what my favorite thing is? It's when you finally hit that buoy when you're skipping rocks. We'll see you next time on Fighting Favorites.
Bye.
Hey, it's Adam. Thank you so much for listening to our show. Be sure to follow us on Instagram, TikTok, and Facebook at Fighting Favorites, and leave us a 5-star review on Spotify, Amazon Music, or Apple Podcasts. And if you leave us a 5-star review on Apple Podcasts, you can actually write a review, and in that review, put one of your favorite things, and we'll include it on our Instagram poll that goes up every Friday. We're calling it Fighting Fridays. It's gonna be a thing. And besides that, just please tell your friends about the show. It'd be really cool to just get a grassroots kind of movement going. And lastly, if you submit your favorite things to fightingfavorites@gmail.com, we'll put them on the show. You can submit as many things as you want. We could have an episode all about you if you want. Thank you so much for listening, and we'll see you next time.